Hey guys, I'm back for another Minecraft video, and this is Tekkit. Now, for all you people that don't know, Tekkit and Tekkit, which are two very similar mod packs. Basically, Tekkit is the less complicated of the two, but I'm not really going to get into that. So, I know I've posted a few comments recently saying I didn't want to play it, I don't like mods. Well, I gave it a chance, and it's pretty fun. I like it. So this is not the survival series I'm going to be doing in Tekkit. This is just me showing off a world that I made, all legit by the way. And yeah, that's basically it. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the house itself, and I built it right in the middle of a jungle. It's like a cave, like the little hole in the ground house. And it's right next to a gigantic rubber tree. Huge. Takes up takes up a lot of space, but not a very big percentage of the forest. So, go downstairs. And now we're inside. So, now that we're inside, I'm going to take this one step at a time because this is a really complicated setup. So first we got regular old chest, tools and weapons. We got some bows. We got a crossbow and some bolts, some arrows, a diamond drill, stone axe, sapphire pickaxe, 2 iron ones, tree tap, electric tree tap, wrench, electric wrench, mining laser, and a lat pack to charge all the electric stuff, and a chainsaw. So we got that. And this right here in my hand is, oh, I'm in creative right now. Oops. That was just to manage that machine outside that I was walking around with. So anyway, this is my little, what's it called? Alchemy bag. And it's basically a chest in your inventory. And it has all this construction stuff that I use to build that thing. And this is my red matter pickaxe, which I also got, which is extremely hard to get. And I got a musket, which is damaged, so that's something I'm going to show off later, actually. Because the damaged items, I put them into a thing to repair them, which is pretty cool. So I'll show off how that works. Oh, that's the creative stuff. I don't want that. Bye, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Now, having too many items really makes it extremely tempting to take things, but I don't. So, anyway. And this is a project table. It's basically a crafting table that can hold stuff. See? It's like a chest, basically. And so if you're in the middle of crafting something, you forget it, you can leave it there, go take your stuff, put it back, and then you can finish it. So, that's that. And then I have a version 3 recharging bench, or tier 3, or whatever you want to call it. Really fast recharge of electric tools, and the lat pack. So that's that. And then I have the Centrifuge Extractor. Does basically what it says. Rotary Macerator. Does what it says. Well, for all you people that don't play Tekkit, you probably don't know what that does. This is an induction furnace, which can cook 2 things at once, which is pretty cool. Compressor. Canning machine. And then you got over here, the recycler for scrap, which I'll take and use later. And then I've got my enchanting room. And then I got my potion crafting room. And actually the potion crafting room, I have this set up here with a energy collector or something like that, and an energy condenser to produce infinite amounts of items. So the way it works is this takes power from this, and you put the item you want to duplicate in here, and it'll slowly produce that item. And since I'm producing uranium, it's kind of slow, but it's still worth it. And I have one over here for glowstone, because not only do I need it for lighting, but it's extremely efficient for converting it into items, as I'll show off here. So we put that in there, and it creates, I'm going to put the whole stack, and then creates a ton of that item. And glowstone, for whatever reason, does that the best. Like, you get the most output per piece of glowstone. So that's cool. Then I got a diamond chest over here, which is a ginormous chest. Unlimited water, cauldron, brewing stands, all that stuff. So then, we got over here. So we got another one of these things, except this one produces lava cells, which will go into a pipe, into my geothermal generator. And I have a secondary one as well. Let's take some of those out, because this thing constantly like has lava cells flowing in. So that will constantly power it, and there's wires there in the back that will power all the machines. So that's pretty cool. And the secondary one is if I'm doing a lot of stuff at once and I need more electricity, I'll just pop a few of these in there. It'll work. So then, over here I've got a bat box which stores electricity right next to an electrolyzer, which put water cells in there, electrolyze water cells. Then you got the alloy furnace for some alloy ingots and all that you would use for build craft, I think. Then I've got my general storage area and my item repair. So the way this works is I have a talisman of repair inside of a alchemical chest. So what you do is put your musket in, or any other tool for that matter, and boom, repairs it. So that's pretty cool. So then over here I've got my rare stuff, which isn't even rare since I have a lot of it. So I've got tons of iron, refined iron, coal, coal dust, coal, carbon, blocks of gold, silver, tungsten. I don't know what that does. Tungsten, or what? I don't even know how to say it. Uranium, redstone, glowstone, nicolite, bronze, tin, copper, emeralds, rubies, and sapphires, diamonds, lapis lazuli, covalence dust, tin dust, all that stuff, and obsidian. So then that's that. Then you go here for the general item storage and food storage in the corner there. And then here's where we got all the stuff that's included in mods, except for up here. This is the mob drops. Over here is all the mod stuff. And all of this is legit, all of it. So don't say anything is not legit. And this chest is stuff I don't feel like processing right away. So, oh, and over here I have a sugarcane farm to feed into the recycler for scrap. So I'll just take this and put it in the recycler. It'll create some of that. So now let's go down to UU matter production. And what that does is it can be made into any item in the game, I think. So you take that, and it produces it fairly fast. I mean, it's two of these fabricators, they're pretty fast. Let's just store that. Anyway, and what I did is there's a mob spawner back there, so I made a trap that would feed into a I can show you guys actually. Get my pickaxe and maybe some musket rounds if I can find them. Right there. Okay. Just so that I can protect myself. Oh yeah, and what the scrap does is if you put it in the fabricator, it goes super fast. See how the number went up a lot faster? So now let's show you how it works. We go here. And see, there's a spawner, there's a trap, and then if you dig down right here, I think. Oh, yep. Some stairs, and then the items will feed into the recycler. So they'll all go in here, and I've got a pump leading into the recycler. I've got another unlimited fuel set up here with the geothermal generator, and for some reason it's not putting the bones in there. Why isn't it doing that? That's weird. But yeah, there's this weird glitch. Bones don't go in, but the arrows do. I saw that. Whatever. So anyway, then it'll go up into the pipes, into the generators, and it'll put the scrap there. See, there's scrap going in. So now that I've showed that off, and so basically it'll speed up the process every now and then, just to make it that much easier to create UU matter. Now it's to load the musket, by the way, just so if anything decides to attack me. So anyway, I've got the mine down here, and there's a giant deposit of marble next to my house, so this is where I'll get all my marble. And then there's the general mine shaft. There's another mine shaft. Basic stuff, nothing worth showing. And I have a nether portal as well, but that's not really too interesting either. So let's get to the exciting part after we turn off the rain. I think it's in that direction. Yep. This is... Oh, wait a sec. Where? Don't move. I love the muskets in this game. They're so fun. Anyway, so what this does is basically, you can see the machine here. What it'll do is I'm gonna have to spawn in some items, so let's take all the stuff I want to keep legit in here. Just put that away. So then I'll start spawning in items. Let's get some iron ore, and only need like a half a stack. And then let's get how about some rotten flesh? There we go. Take a quarter stack of that. And then let's get some coal. There we go, some normal coal. And then let's get a what should we do here? How do we get some biofuel? Yep, biocell, which needs to be, all this needs to be converted. Now let's get a multi-material ingot. I forgot what it's called. Yep, mixed metal ingot. Get some of those, and then maybe some coal chunks, like that. Coal ball and a coal chunk. So what I've got here is a ton of assorted items. Oh yeah, and how about some rubber wood as well, like that. So all of this stuff is basically random items that I can put into this machine, and then it will process it all automatically. So let's stick all the items in. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, not that machine. Not the alchemy bag. We don't want that to go in there. But as you can see, it's all getting processed. So let's go in there. And let's switch to creative so I can fly around this thing. So as you can see, the rubberwood saplings are going into the extractor, which would, as you can see here, hold on a second, it will create rubber, and then that rubber will get sent off to the finished product chest down there. And it's now sending all the iron ore into the macerator to be converted to dust, and then that will send it back into the main pipe, and then down to the furnace, which would then smelt it, then back up into the main pipe, down the red tube, into this separator thingy, and then into the chest. And all of this is processed items I just put in there. And it also gives you lava cells, because I have another one of these unlimited fuel generators, and when the furnace is full, it will launch that fuel cell into a pipe, which will then go over there. Yep, see, some of the rubber is being processed and put right into that chest, and then down into that chest. And then we got some what appears to be iron dust going into the furnace. And I've got the solar panels powering this thing right here. Oh, what the heck is that? For some reason, the mouse like left the game for a second. That was weird. So anyway, solar panels still work through the roof. And we've got basically everything we could possibly want. And it will also can food as well. That's why I put the rotten flesh in there. Even though it's not really food, but oh, it needs some cans. Let's give it some tin cans, shall we? Am I floating? No, I'm not. Okay, so let's do tin. Let's give it a few tin cans, maybe half a stack we should do. So we'll put that in that chest as well. And then it'll immediately send those out into the canning machine. Well, not immediately. There's too many items in it right now. So it's like kind of waiting for the rest of them to go through. So as you can see, all of the items that go down the red chest, or the red pipe, are processed 100%. So that's pretty cool. It will also, if you put like mycelium in there, then it would just flow it through the system immediately. Like it'll immediately go into the chest. It won't get processed or anything. So this machine took me 2 hours to make, I think. Not including getting the materials, but just doing all that. Oh yeah, and this is taking the coal and it is turning it into coal dust, which can be processed even further into diamonds eventually, I think. Anyway. So when you go over here, the electrolyzer's not doing anything. Let's look over here. The canning machine did not receive the cans yet. Oh, there's the bio cells going into the extractor, which will turn it into biofuel. Compressor's not. Oh, yep. The compressor's taking some mixed metal ingots, and it's going to be turning those into alloys. It's all some really cool stuff. And it is still processing, so there's still quite a few items here that need to still go through the system. Let's see what's clogging it up. What's taking forever? I think it's the iron. It's taking forever to... Here, there we go. So that's that. And there's really nothing else to show you here, but it's still a really cool machine. And if you want a tutorial for one of these, then go ahead and ask. I'll post one eventually. Maybe within the next week or two. Well, the next week or two after you guys ask for it. Oh, yep. See, here's some of the stuff that's fully processed going into the chest. So as you can see, we're getting some biofuel. And then some iron ingots. So this basically does everything you would want it to. I mean, I might add a feature later if you put like crops in it. Then it'll turn it into scrap. So stuff like that. Maybe some automatic crafting tables so that it can make, maybe if I put UU matter in there, it'd turn it into whatever I want. I don't know. Something like that. There's really endless possibilities with the materials you would use to make this thing. And just so people don't go asking for what the materials are, the wires I use to power the sorting machines, which is what I put in front of the chests, is I put blue alloy wires to power it. I have some of these tubes, whatever they're called, and what they do is they transfer the items, and then you use paint to color them. And I use the redstone engine and the torches to flow some items through. And I use the screwdriver to change the direction of the thing. Oh, and I think it's putting some new items in the system. I think. Nope, still clogged. I think now it's the compressor that's taking all the time over here. Well, actually it's not doing too bad. It's doing pretty fast. So we got a compressed coal ball, which then could be crafted with something else to be made into a coal chunk or something, and then you turn that into a diamond. Lots and lots of possibilities. So that's really all I had to show you guys. So I kind of stretched down this last part a bit because it's kind of a cool machine and takes a lot of explaining, and it's kind of slow. That's why I haven't really ended the video yet. But yeah, that's about it. So leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.